exact schedule actually. So hopefully that will not ruin the enthusiasm of me to keep on the track. So cool, let's begin. Second, I will start the thesis with two forms of background actually. Written and unwritten personal thoughts, then continue with the theory use, method, results, and conclusion. Um, so starting with my personal question previously before this thesis written is first, why does asking in Kiai in a formal forums tends to be considered impolite? And the second, is there any limitation of tawadu or respect attitude that affects the professional relationship between Kiai and Santri, students and teachers, and employee and seniors? And the third is what may not be answered is no matter how far I run, why do I go back to PPDU? So here's the scientific form to reflect what and why under the title of a cultural historical activity theory chat based perspective of Pondok Pesantren Darul Ulum PPDU Lives World. This research background encompasses in four things: the ages of pesantren live wondering on how the ancient tradition still survives in the midst of rapid changes in the times before Independence Day and up to now, especially PPDU, which is already lives in 136 years old. And the second is the previous studies revealed that the pesantren is more focusing on the religious life and does not prepare santri for real life. And the third, actually, the reality found that PPDU gives the impression that pesantren as an educational institution is not as monolithic as many think. Then with chat, the uniqueness of pesantren life can be pictured, and the dialectic between people binds with all their interests and society realities is actually reflected. Therefore, PPDU, which owns 40 hectares of land, 10,000 santris in total, 8 different leaders in this period as the representative of tribanis or big families, able to survive for 100 years, become interesting more and more to explore for the what we call it a dynamic growth. So why chat as the activity theory as the framework of this research? Because it was actually inspired by the concept of activity system by Vygotsky on 1920s. A social psychologist, Vygotsky proposed the importance of portraying human interactions. And the second is actually human activities are perceived as the relation between the doers and the outcomes. So the relationship between the doers and the outcomes are always mediated by the tools. And the tools can be primary, such as papers, pencils, and now our cell phones. And also the tools can be secondary, such as the language, thoughts, ideas, and theories. And the third is the mediation between the tools can be facilitative by the nature and also can be prohibitive. The interplay between the one human to another is mediated or facilitated by the tools, such as the condition will inevitably create the 5 possibilities of ambiguities, tension, contestation, contradiction, and also the conflicts. And the last about the Vygotskian activity system perceived the way the world operates is heavily influenced by those 5 of possibilities. So when this perspective is applied in the investigation of the institution transformation that has happened in PPDU, the key issue to propose is to assess the different forms of these ambiguities, all those 5 possibilities. In chart, there is a triangle concept that helps to describe a dynamic realities, which I call as the triadic activity system. And based on the previous explanation, this triadic system, which actually started from 3 simple elements, tools, subject, and object, and time by time, it develops into 7 fundamental elements, become the tool, subject, object, outcomes, rules, community, and division of labor. So to place this triadic system into the context of pesantren, there is the important element on how this pesantren in this institution is functioned. First, there are main characteristic of the categorizing pesantren, the presence of kiai, student, mosque, boarding school or madrasah, and then the dorm, pondok. And the second is the kiai figures' existences as the role model. Is the form of the placing concept of activity theory into the theoretic system in this research as a framework. So the tools decided into two categories, primary and secondary, and I will focus on the subject of the 8 current leaders and also the object of this, the object of
Hilang.
Yeah, she's gone. Hopefully she will come back soon.
Ardi juga hilang.
Yeah. Pak Ardi memutuskan untuk di YouTube.
Hah?
Memutuskan untuk masuk di YouTube.
Pak Kon suaranya belum keluar.
Pak Ardi kenapa?
He told me that the connection is not good, so he moved to watch in YouTube instead.
YouTube-nya open, Bapak?
No,
It's
it's unlisted. I have sent him the
Unlisted.
link.
Siapa namanya? Itu di Jogja, di Jombang?
Jogja dia.
Oh.
Let me call her first.
So can you invite him back? Invite her back, Pak? Marcus?
Yeah, I'm calling. Nggak masuk ya, Pak? Si Novi itu malah terlempar hilang ke Zoom. Nah, ini sudah 5 menitan. Coba tak call juga nggak bisa ya. Iya, ini masa. Iya. Tapi langsung ditonton. Engko nek wis ana wae. Ya. Ya, nek sana. Oke. Pak Kons, WA-nya juga tidak aktif itu?
WA siapa?
WA si Novi.
Oh, she needs to prepare the contingencies. She needs to
yeah.
have the contingency plan.
This is someone.
Oh yeah, ini
This one, I think she
Rizka
has,
nih.
I think this is one of her friends.
Yeah.
From the school.
Hai Mas Adat. Halo, apa kabar?
Ya, selamat sore.
Selamat
Pak
sore.
Agus.
Ini Mbak Novi malah terlempar dari Zoom ya, Mas?
Oh, iya, iya.
Sudah saya coba hubungi.
So, is it open or?
Pak Kons earlier told us that it's okay to let others join.
Oh, okay, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
So lots of surprises for me.
Okay, yeah. Sorry about that because last time it was like almost open when we did it on offline, and then just now Paddy asked if he could join, and I said shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So
Okay, sorry about that. Maybe next time we can. All right. Okay.
yeah. So lots of surprises, including the changing of the youth.
Yeah.
I've been waiting in the other, Zoom. So
So
Yeah,
well,
me too.
I think, yeah, I think that should be official, not.
yeah, the problem is that Pak Widi doesn't send me the link, the access.
No, you have to make
because-
that with Sadar 6.
You have to make part.
use log out from yours and then log
Yeah.
in Sadar 6. I think you know that.
I told Marcus, but he said no. I'm not the host. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
The advisor should always be the host.
Yeah. But I think since this is actually on YouTube, maybe can you stop this